Hello and welcome to Mr. Wiley Teaches Math. Today we're going to talk about variables and expressions, part of our algebra unit. A variable is a letter or symbol used to represent a number. It could represent any number, positive or negative. We also need to know an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase made up of numbers and variables connected by operations like add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Example we're probably familiar with would be perimeter. If I want to find the perimeter of this rectangle, I notice that there's a width, a length, and a length. Or I could say that the perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. In this case, our terms are the 2L and the 2W. When we work through this, we're going to be asked to evaluate expressions. And with an expression, we're going to be having an equal sign down the left-hand side, and we're not going to have an equal sign down the middle. We'll do that later when we're talking about equations. So for our expression to evaluate, we're going to evaluate x plus y, and we have a comma here, which means this isn't part of the expression, but it's telling us what to do. So x plus y when x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So the very first thing we're going to do is start with an equal sign down the left-hand side of our page, and then we're going to substitute. We're going to take the x out, and we're going to find what x is equal to, the 2. We're going to put it in an equivalent term. We're going to swap them out. Just like we do in sports, you have one player in the game, and then the coach says we're going to do substitutions. We substitute someone equivalent, also able to play that position. With the y, we're going to substitute in. We know that y is 3 from the side here. So now we have an expression that we know how to answer. What is 2 plus 3? Well, the answer is 5. So we have evaluated x plus y when x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So let's try 9 subtract 3 times x. There's no sign written, so that means multiplication. So 9 subtract 3 times x when x is equal to 2. So we'll start with our equal sign, and we'll substitute. 9 subtract 3 multiplied by 2. And I'm going to write that in brackets, because if I wrote that like this to begin with, it would look very confusing, the x and the multiplication symbol, so we're not going to do that anymore. We'll use brackets for multiplication instead. So we're going to do the multiplication first. We get what is 9 subtract, answer to that is 6, 9 subtract 6 is 3. So we've evaluated 9 minus 3x when x is equal to 2. In this case we have x squared minus 2 when x is equal to 3. So we're going to substitute 3 for the x and keep the rest of the expression the same. 3 to the power of 2, or 3 with an exponent of 2, is 9. 3 times 3, subtract 2. 9 subtract 2 is 7. So we've evaluated that one as well. We can also do the same thing with negative numbers. So this time it's going to be 2x, or 2 times x, subtract 4 when x is equal to negative 3. So this is going to be 2 multiplied by negative 3, subtract 4. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, subtract 4. We're at negative 6, and we're going the negative direction for 4 more, so that puts us at negative 10. The last one we're going to try has a division in it as well. We have 2x divided by 3y when x is equal to 6 and y is equal to negative 1. So we can do all the substitution in the same step. So we're going to take the x out and put a 6 in. 2 times 6 divided by 3 times negative 1. 2 times 6 is 12. Divided by 3 times 1 is negative 3. 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4. So we've evaluated 2x divided by 3y when x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 1. So for variables and expressions, we need to remember a variable is a letter or symbol. It can represent any number. An algebraic expression has an equal sign down the left-hand side. It's made up of numbers and variables connected by operations. And it's going to have some different terms in each one. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check the class website for the assignments, additional notes, and examples.